I heard people drive into my driveway and I was like, what the heck? So, let's get into the video. My name is Micaela Herrera. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Before we get into the details of the trip, I'll tell you a little bit more about myself first. I'm currently wrapping up my senior year of college, and in May, I will get my bachelor's degree from Watkins College of Art for Fine Arts, should specify. Fingers crossed!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I'm just kidding. I know. I will get through this. I will get through this. It's gonna be amazing. When people typically ask me, what's your profession? Or what do you want to do after you graduate? The short answer I usually give people is that I'm a multidisciplinary artist and aspiring illustrator. It allows me to work with any medium of my choosing and not put myself in a box. And ultimately, I'd love to sink my teeth into the children's book world, into illustrating full-time. Last semester, I took a visual narratives class, and it taught me so much about
the illustration field, working with clients.
Recently, I've opened an online shop to sell apparel and other products with my illustrations on them.
Overall, what is Micaela doing right now? Well,
Right now I'm just trying to get a quality portfolio together of work that I would be proud to show off.
now on to the big question. Where are you traveling and why did you make this page?
I'm glad you asked. On May 20th, ironically the day after I graduate, I will hopefully be getting on a plane to Tokyo, Japan. I'm making this page not only because it sounds like an amazing, once-in-a-lifetime experience, but also because it seems like it would be the perfect way to celebrate graduating college. My mom had me when she was really young, so the fact that I even graduated high school was a really big deal to us because she didn't have that opportunity. And it is super meaningful to me to be a first-generation college student and to make it this far. So I think that is reason enough to celebrate. Another huge reason I decided to make this page is because I was completely unaware I missed the scholarship deadline. I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it. Alright. I was informed, hey, the deadline was actually like 2 or 3 months ago. Where have you been? I was kind of heartbroken about this because I was sure that if I had written an eloquent enough essay, I could persuade someone to help me cover a majority of the costs for this trip. Nope, not today. However, I'm not going to give up. Therefore, I would be thankful for even the smallest of donations.
What will you do when you're there?
Wow, I thought you would never ask. I will add a link to the full itinerary on the Education First College Study Tours website. But just to give you an idea of what you'd be donating toward, the trip costs include round-trip airfare, accommodations, and tickets to all of the activities that are in store. The most notable parts of the trip to me would be being able to see the Harajuku district, the trip to Mount Fuji, and visiting the Tsukiji fish market. I've always heard the fashion in Harajuku is incredible, and I feel like I would be so inspired if I visited because I firmly believe that fashion can be an extension of your self-expression, so I would be really pumped to visit. When I was little, I found this Harajuku street fashion book at the public library downtown, and I thought it was magical. I even think that eventually that book inspired some of my sculptural work, because I loved the idea of combining art and fashion and sculpture and trying to see if I could make wearable sculpture. I would love to bring my sketchbook along and just absorb everything like a sponge. Mount Fuji is really interesting because it's Mount Fuji. It's an active
volcano.
On a serious note, I'd love to see the place that inspired all of the Edo period prints from artists like Hiroshige and Hokusai. The Tsukichi fish market also looks like a fascinating part of the trip to me, because it constantly looks like it's just exploding with life. You have the colorful fish, you have people going to and from. This is the dance I'll do when I get to the Tsukiji market.
What will I gain from this? How will it impact me?
I've heard that people who travel gain a sense of confidence from navigating places that they aren't familiar with. I'd enjoy gaining some confidence from that. If I were to collect enough sketches on my 8-day trip to Japan, I could create like a fabulous little book for my shop, or some cool new prints. This may also seem like a side note, but since I'm about to graduate, I feel like this would be a great way to make memories with my friends who are also going on the trip. I feel like everyone who ends a YouTube video is like, thanks dudes, but honestly, thank you so much if you've made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to get in contact with me personally, you can email mherrera@watkins.edu. If you'd like to buy something from me, you can get a shirt from my shop at micaelaherrera.com. Any amount helps, and it truly means the world to me, so thank you.